Okay. Our title: the formation of pollen grain in the anther. Filament hold the anther. When the anther become mature, anther produce pollen grains. But how the anther produce pollen grains? Anther 到底怎样制造 pollen grains 呢 ？Okay, follow me slowly. Okay, 慢慢，我们刚刚要开始罢了。Okay, so pollen grain they are formed in the anther. Pollen grain 在哪里被制造的呢 ？Anther 在 anther 被制造。Okay, so an anther has what? An anther has 1, 2, 3, 4. Anther 它有4个这样的东西 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is what we call pollen sac. Okay, 就是收藏 pollen 的袋子啦。So pollen grain are formed in the anther. An anther has 4 pollen sacs. 它有4个的 pollen sacs. Okay, so now we look at the diagram. What is this? What is this? Anther 这个东西就叫 anther. An anther having 1, 2, 3, 4. For what? For pollen sacs. 它有4个收藏 pollen 的袋子。OK， 再来。Each pollen sac contains hundreds of cells. So each of the pollen sacs contains hundreds of cells. 它里面有上百例的一些细胞。And all the cells here we call pollen's mother cell. 就是不制造花粉的 pollen mother cell. Okay, so pollen mother cell that is diploid 啦，它还没有真正做花粉。Okay, so each pollen sac contains hundreds of cells, and all the cells here will be called pollen's mother cells, and that is diploid. Pollen mother cell 它是 diploid 的。But how the pollen mother cell finally become pollen? 它将变成花粉呢 ？Okay, so it to become the pollens or to become the gametes， 对不对？要变成生殖细胞。Pollen mother cell actually undergo the process called meiosis. So you complete the meiosis 1, complete the meiosis 2, and finally become 4, 就变成了4粒的什么东西呢？新的细胞啦。Okay, so this is one of the pollen mother cell, 其中一粒的 pollen mother cell. And the pollen mother cell undergo the process called meiosis. 它就进行了一个过程叫 meiosis. And after meiosis, it will become 4 new cell, and the 4 new cell there will be half-ploid, and the cell here we call microspore, 很小的 microspore. That is half-ploid. 这些 microspore 呢就是 half-ploid 的。Okay, so 我们再来看 Each pollen sac contains hundreds of cells called pollen mother cell. That is diploid. Each pollen mother cell undergo meiosis. Okay, to produce what? 它进行 meiosis, 然后产生什么呢？microspore, half-ploid microspore 就变成了 half-ploid 的 microspore. But what happened to this half-ploid microspore? 这些 half-ploid 的 microspore 它做什么呢？它暂时不算花粉，它还要继续做一些东西。So the nucleus of each microspore, 那 microspore 1、2、3、4。So the nucleus of the microspore, they're going to having a process called mitosis. And because of the nucleus having the mitosis, and finally you're making 2 nucleus. 它的一个 nucleus 进行 mitosis 分解 Finally, it's going to become 2 nucleus. So one of the nucleus will be called generative nucleus. 生孩子用的啦。Generative nucleus. What's the function? 等一下才讲。By another nucleus, we're going to call this a tube nucleus. Okay, tube nucleus. Or what's the function of this tube nucleus? 等下才讲。Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 microspore, and the nucleus in the microspore having the process called mitosis and become 2 nucleus. One of the nucleus 就叫 generative nucleus, 另外一个 nucleus 就叫 tube nucleus. And both of the nucleus actually they're having their own function 啊，它们都有自己的功能。So now microspore 里面收藏了2粒的 nucleus， 这整个结构就叫花粉 pollen grains 花粉。So 1粒的花粉 ，OK， 里面有2粒的 nucleus， 一个叫 tube nucleus， 一个叫 generative nucleus， 这种就叫花粉。OK， so 再来看 ，so the nucleus of each microspore then divide by mitosis to form 2 types nucleus, generative nucleus and tube nucleus. Tube nucleus and generative nucleus. Okay, so the microspore develop into pollen grains. 然后这整粒东西呢，加里面的2粒 nucleus 就叫花粉了。Okay, next 继续再来。 So this is the first time. If you want to repeat, you just repeat that, pull back your video, 把它拉回去，明白吗 ？Online 好料在这边。这一课我们成不成功就看 online 不 online。Next， 再来一次 ，OK？ So where's the pollen grain come from? It comes from the original cell called pollen mother cell that is inside the pollen sacs. So the pollen mother cell undergo the process called Meiosis. 它进行一个过程叫 Meiosis。Okay, to become microspore 变成了4粒新的细胞叫 microspore. So diploid 就 become half-ploid. And what happened inside the microspore? The nucleus of the microspore undergo the process called mitosis. 对不对 ？And after the mitosis, it will become 2 道 nucleus. 它变成2粒的 nucleus. One will be called tube nucleus. Another one will be generative nucleus. Okay, so microspore together with the 2 nucleus, 我们就把它称为 pollen grains， 就叫花粉。So this is the formation of the pollen grain that is more simple compared to another title that is coming soon. See you, bye bye.